is the end. I can feel it.
But is it the end of the
Controller
world
is
as we know it?
freaking the fuck out. Ah! What's happening to me? Ah! What?
What?
What? What the fuck?
What happened? Weld that chip into the sword, and you can control the chip thereby controlling the sword. So
Oh, hell,
how
let's
it
get a
would work,
solder
right,
iron
is
in
like
your pocket.
the suit would be a bunch of small, several-inch sized plates that are they're like computer chips. So like, and they
Okay.
can actually do things like not just to be controlled, but to actually do things like
Yeah.
parts of air conditioning the suit and scanners and sensing and blah blah blah. And you can obviously hold the suit onto yourself with your powers, right?
Well, it seems really
And-
powerful, except for any kind of MP would fuck you.
Where you get fucked.
Any power,
And
any way
also
with
it takes its
electricity.
mental strain.
Yeah, it's strange. You're constantly
So
using your.
I imagine it like Eleven from Stranger Things. The more power, it's like
Yeah.
the guy's not old yet. His nose will bleed, eyes will start bleeding, ears will start bleeding. Like,
because I'm thinking of like in My Hero, it's like it's seen as like a muscle, and the more you use it, the stronger it gets.
You worked it out exactly.
Yeah.
So this guy, when he's old, he could be a god. As a kid in the school, he can lift all the classroom computers and take them apart and do whatever the fuck he wants with them. Be a god like that. But if he tries to start fucking moving electrical lines underground and buildings and shit, then it's a problem.
The alien from Ben 10 that can go into technology.
I did not watch that Ben 10. I don't think.
It's like a symbiote, but it can like take over technology and shit.
I watched the one where he was the fire guy and the forearm.
Well, that was one of them. That was one of the first.
Okay, I don't remember him.
It was the black and green one. He looked like a symbiote.
Oh, I do remember him. I didn't know he was technology. I just remember.
Oh, he fully can control technology.
That's cool as fuck.
And change it however he wants. That reminds me of that kind of. That was my like favorite alien he had. I hated not being able to see it as much. I was thinking, because that would be a pretty like good power, and it has some pretty good like counters, like whereas like a lot of these powers are like the only counter is fucking like brute strength, which
exactly.
I mean that's still a counter, no matter what.
Yeah, true.
Because there's so many in the world of heroes that are like, some of them are just fully metamorphosized.
Oh yeah, and like I mean,
their powers are all their
thing
body.
is fucking can either stomp or be stomped. Because imagine this motherfucker had to fight Bakugo, right? Well, he just fucking disassembles your fucking gauntlets and you're done so. Or takes your gauntlets and gives them to himself. Then you're
because they're technically technology.
They're technology. They are tech. Like any girl, her boots, they're all tech.
Yeah.
So those are gone. Bakugo's things.
I mean, all his Bakugo's things is it's like a. I want to say it's not a solenoid valve, but it works like a solenoid valve. Because it's just like a pressure chamber, like that you can release through the nozzle.
Yeah.
But it's still technology.
Yeah, it's still technology. I mean, no matter how simple it is. And
that would work so well with Momo.
Right? Exactly.
Like,
she can make whatever she needed, and then have access to technology. And he could also be a support to the team. I mean, he can just give each person a little piece of metal, and they fly because he can just lift them and they all go.
So like Magneto their ass.
Yeah, you just Magneto.
That reminds me of the hot guy from like the one of the heroes I was telling you about, like the one of the top third one, I think. Like his feathers, like he can send out his feathers off his wings.
Oh yeah, he can send feathers out to go and help.
Yeah, he can like fly people away. Like he'll like stick it through the back of their like shirt, like a cat with their kittens and shit, like the back of the neck.
Exactly. And that's that's what I would do. And then again, if you're gonna ask me a question about any fictional universe where I've thought about it, 9 times out of 10 it's gonna be a tech type person.
Yeah, tech, or I would say the 1 out of 10 is the magic.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'd say any like. I'd say for that. I would say any. Like your body is turning into this power is horrible.
I think
just any one of them is fucking terrible. Like you have the fat dude who's like underneath is a muscular god, but his fat is his power, so he's constantly like fat until he gets like burnt off through like sheer fucking force and fighting.
Yeah, exactly.
Or the people that are like gang orca, or like you're a shark or something like that. Shit, like that would be horrible. I could not exist like that, because I don't know how their shit works, because you have to have a license to use you have to be a hero to use your quirk. But they are their quirk, so I don't know how that like. I mean, Gang Orca has like secondary powers with it. Like he has some weird like sonic ray.
Sonar,
He can
like
like sonar that he weaponized and can use it as like a concussive blast.
That's cool as fuck.
Whales
actually do that.
Pretty fucking strong.
Sperm whales can kill a person with sonar.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they can collapse a chest cavity because I mean they're the whales that dive deep and they use their sonar to like hunting underwater canyons and shit.
Yeah.
So sonar they'll concave your chest.
What the fuck? Jesus Christ.
Right? Yeah, they probably no one knows because no one's ever seen them hunt, but it's assumed that they use it to stun and kill squid and shit and just eat them up.
So ever since I was fucking little, I've been really attracted.
You were little? No.
Ever since I was a smaller person.
Reasonable. Okay.
A short person with a not fully deep voice yet.
Okay.
I've always been attracted to weather-based powers. Not like weather, not like
that's fair enough.
Not like storm, but I'm talking about like elemental. Like I've always loved pyrokinesis, water, like hydrokinesis, shit. Like yeah, fire, water, ice. I've always been obsessed with that shit. But when I always think about powers in general, I can't not be OP. Like in my head, thinking about powers, it's really hard for me to not pick
to make it as
like,
OP as possible.
And all like an all for that's why one of the reasons why I love like Deku's thing is like he has so many powers combined. Like he has so many powers he doesn't know he has yet, but he has so many powers because of that. And that's what I like, is because like my whole thing is like I want as many powers as I can because I want to have like versatility and shit like that. But
for me, I'm always about like making it strong, but make sure there's a weakness or how to like make sure there's growth available, that kind of stuff.
Well, see, I like the idea of growth through different like learning how to combine the different powers and shit like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you do some disgusting shit with like kinesis and shit like that.
Oh, you really can.
And then I also used to, like one of the other things I was kind of considering over any kind of kinesis. It was, what was it? I was just fucking thinking of it before I talked about the whales.
Well.
God damn it.
Bastard.
Fuck! It was in the tip of my fucking head.
Describe it.
It's gone. I'll go back to it.
It's gone.
Like off well in the fucking government and police system and all that shit.
Changes.
This is nuts. But
it is nuts.
It's just looking at the news ever, because the news is not a place that I go to for happiness or happy thoughts.
No, it is not.
Positive
the real world,
anything. And what I really fucking hate, it's the whole like when the whole Blue Lives Matter shit was going around. That stupid ass.
Cops, does that mean? Or?
Like cops are like, because like Black Lives Matter is a thing because the cops kept fucking murdering niggas in the streets for no fucking reason.
And when you say it like that.
And then the white people who were uncomfortable with hearing that were like, all lives matter. And then there was like the Blue Lives Matter shit was like, no. I mean, first of all, fuck. If you're a cop, fuck you. I mean, it's simple as that. I don't care if you're good or bad, just fuck you. But now
a song dedicated to fuck the police.
But now they have literal white people with assault rifles on city property, blocking people from going and doing their fucking job.
I don't know, dude.
And they don't get shot.
I don't know.
They just get talked to, or they just get to protest peacefully without being peaceful. They have assault rifles and shit. They have guns. They're threatening people. They're protesting fucking quarantine against a virus that's not a physical person or a being.
It sounds even more.
And they're not getting shot.
That's the crazy thing. It's one of those things where people can deny it as much as they want, and they can they throw as much pseudo evidence at you as they want. But this, you cannot tell me that if this was anybody,
if this was any other race, they would be dead. At
least one death.
Oh, at least
the first.
Yeah, immediately.
Time it happened.
I mean, hell, a little black girl who was barely past. I think she was barely past 10. Got the cops called on her while she was selling. It was lemonade. It was like lemonade or water on the
That's
street.
That's fucking hilarious. Are you serious?
An old woman called the cops on her. This is a year, at least a year ago now. But someone brought it up again. I remembered. I was like,
where's your permit?
Some woman just called the cops on her for just doing a nice thing on a hot day.
That's so fucking funny. Are you because
she never? Yeah, it was actually in the news. Someone mentioned it again. I remembered, and I was just like,
That's fucking hilarious. What the fuck?
And then there was like, because it was a video of this white kid that was overcharging people for bottles of water and Magnum bars that he'd clearly bought at the fucking store. And he had like some ice cream cart that he had, I guess, stolen or bought. I don't know. It was like a legit ice cream cart. No old woman called the cops on him for not having a permit for doing that or anything like that. Or for just existing. I mean, she doesn't know if she had a permit or not. She didn't ask the bitch.
She didn't know, yeah, exactly. She just called the cops immediately. Because the little girl is selling fucking lemonade. It was! Like, I heard people start rumbling in the distance, and it just fucking comes on, and they come around that corner with the fucking assault rifles in the air. Hunting dogs, dude.
Jesus Christ.
Watching sheep bleed out and shit. Bro, I fucking had a bad time.
Well, good and bad. Which is funny, because I was desensitized to shit like that, even though I wasn't really fully around, like, the animal part. Like, I immediately desensitized. I feel like I probably have some sort of problem, because I get desensitized. We both do. Well, yeah, I'm saying, like, I get desensitized instantaneously on pretty much. Like, it's rare that something is properly gonna, like, shock me in an appalling, like, disgust way aside from somebody's opinion.
That is the dumbest shit. Aside from someone's opinion.
I mean, you know, like, some shit Logan might say, or some shit I might see on Twitter. It doesn't shock me, but it disgusts me. Yeah,
you are legitimately disgusted because of it.
That's Whereas fucking like death and shit like that, it doesn't really bother me.
Oh, it doesn't bother me anymore. Yeah, exactly. That shit doesn't.
I mean, the one person alive in my family that I somewhat like actually talked to and liked, is now dead. So I mean, I don't give a fuck about Grams, because I mean he's the only one who raised my ass. I mean, I didn't do shit. Yeah. And my mom either half the time she couldn't, and the other half the time she didn't want to. So it was one or the other.
Fair enough. It's one or the other. There was never a good side.
No. She had at least 4 abortion. She told me she literally had at least 4 abortion appointments.
Tim, you're a failed abortion.
She never went through with them somehow. So that doesn't explain a lot. It doesn't explain anything, because that would be an excuse of my some of my problems. But you know, she didn't actually go through with any of it, so
she didn't outright say this, but it's implied that you're retarded because of
she's a fucking pussy. She's all talk. She says all this shit and then doesn't go through with it.
God, I hate that.
I mean, yeah, she has like the biggest talk. Like, she is the most aggressive asshole motherfucker, but doesn't fully go through with it.
Doesn't do anything. Yeah.
Which I learned instantaneously. Was my
dude,
half brother,
that
whatever.
Is why I was such a fucking horrible child.
Oh no, she fucking hated me when I realized that. Like, you have no power over me. You can't do anything, and that's all a parent has, is like the perceived fucking like
the perceived power.
It's like the perceived god
kids
power.
Think their parents are gods. Yeah.
Yeah, and my parents were assholes, so I realized they weren't gods at all. And then I started outgrowing them.
To me, though. It's like, you realize that, therefore you like your mom hated your ass. I realized that. I was like, I'll just be nice anyway, just to fucking.
No, I couldn't.
Yeah, this is why it's a good thing that I never will do any drugs, because you guys can fucking go and do all your shit, and I'll come your goddamn mess up.
The only drug I will ever care about. I like weed. It actually calms me down. It makes the weed is the only
for you. It's actually good.
Well, I mean, Logan. I feel like Logan would be the type of person to get a headache from it, just because Logan stresses about anything.
Yeah.
But I have rage issues.
Yeah, so it's good for you.
Like that is one of the calmest, like, most, like, just zen moments I've had. Yeah. Is that just like, it was especially times like because you know I have high tolerances and it's annoying as shit. Like when
I hate that. I used to like it, but now I hate it.
I liked it until I got drunk for the first time after ingesting too much and wanted to kill myself.
Yeah, exactly. Because now I can't get drunk quick enough to keep up with my friends, so I end up just taking care of them, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I just end up being a fucking
that,
bad
or you do.
Well, great, just get
that, or you ingest too much, and then you're fucking
I take 8 shots and kill myself.
Yeah, and either one of them is horrible.
There's no winning, dude. It's like,
but see, but I don't want to. I will not. I don't give a fuck if I don't ever drink again. I don't care about alcohol.
Oh, dude, I could go without it forever.
I don't care. Plus,
I don't get how some people love it so much.
I mean, Pete's the only one in the group, at least that I know of, that'll be continuously drinking. I mean, he doesn't even drink that much anyway.
No, he just does.
I mean, you don't really care. I definitely just, I'm purposely avoiding it. And Logan's, Logan's a hard ass. He's not doing shit. We might get him to do some shit, but maybe. But
is Twitter just a fucking cesspool? What is this app?
Twitter is a horrible cesspool of existence. Twitter is a very terrible.
I don't even think it has existence. I don't know what this shit is.
Twitter is a place full of horrible, dreadful people who hate their lives and live to tear down other people and cancel shit. That's what Twitter is. But there is a silver lining in Twitter, whereas
what's that term you just used? Cancel shit?
Cancel.
Cancel culture? What is that?
Yeah, cancel culture. It's like it's mob mentality, but fueled directly through a purpose on Twitter. Usually on Twitter. It can be other places, but
I'm sure it's like anything. But
someone said something in their past that's like kind of socially not acceptable anymore.
Oh, like Kevin Hart,
or like Kevin Hart, where he said it as an actual joke, and everyone who knows Kevin Hart knows it's an actual joke. But they,
of course, yeah.
And I hate that's one of the biggest worst aspects of cancel culture. Is it was his it's a really weird dream, but it was his dream to host that award show, and he gave up on it because he thought it would
just cause more problems.
Yeah, he didn't want to cause any problems for anybody, and he wasn't gonna just apologize for a joke that he said fucking years ago that he clearly doesn't fucking mean.
Yeah, exactly.
Because someone was talking about he's not someone who he's not gonna go out, he's not gonna buy a Barbie doll set or Barbie house, put it together, put it in front of his son, and then break the damn Barbie doll set.
Yeah, no.
It's clearly a fucking joke. It's not a fucking legitimate I'm so fucking angry about this random situation that doesn't exist that I'm gonna do all this. It's what do you listen? He's a comedian.
His job is to take jokes.
Yeah, when you start taking jokes literally, it just ruins it.
It's ridiculous.
None of the franchise, the random racist shit, the little and then the monkey brains and that all that type of shit, the shit with the women, how some of the women are treated, shit like that. Is that would not hold up at all today.
Today be fucking shut down.
Ace Ventura, shit like that. All these big comedies,
that would be gone.
All the big comedies would just be shut down. Look at fucking where RDJ was a fucking nigga.
That was so funny.
It was funny as shit.
That movie would get shot down.
Oh my god, immediately. And that movie wasn't even that old. It's not that old.
It's not that old. Yeah,
it's kind of but its society's so rapidly changed anyway, so it makes sense. But if you look, you got to look at. I feel like you have to look at people's intent before you really get into much.
That's what it is. What they're.
I mean, I don't really care about RDJ anyway. It's okay to me. I liked him before MCU, and him being in any actor being in the MCU kind of just taints him to me, to be honest. It's just
I just like you when he's in Iron Man 1, but then he just
Iron Man 1 was amazing.
That's one of those things where it was so weird how he went from that's a really good Tony Stark to how that's not a good Tony Stark at all thing.
Yeah, and I
went from loving it to hating it.
He's making so much money. He's probably just trying to just.
Oh, he doesn't give a fuck. I don't care. To me,
I respect him for doing that at least.
Oh yeah, he's I could make $4 million. And
a big part in ruining film right now, but it's at least he's doing what's best by him and his family. So
he's smart. He's I can make millions, and he is.
Billions at this point. I mean, how many movies have been out?
Oh yeah, dude, he's a fucking god.
But he didn't have negative intentions of playing that kind of Tropic Thunder. He originally was kind of freaking out. He immediately said yes to it, and then it was immediately freaking out, oh, this might be seen really horribly. And they were talking to talking to him and shit, and actually going over what the character's about and all that shit.
Yeah.
And something like that's fine, but I don't want to see it again.
Oh no.
That was I think that's literally the one exception I will ever have for anything like that. Because I mean, it's specifically for a comedy. Yeah, you're just emulating it, and it was specifically for a comedy, and it was so fucking just funny, naturally funny, and
so
over
funny.
the top, stupid. And then we had one of the best scenes in any fucking comedy I've ever seen: Tom Cruise in a bald cap in a fat suit dancing. I fucking died. I lost my fucking. When I saw that, I fucking oh my god.
It was over.
That was some of the hardest I've ever laughed at some white comedy in my entire fucking life. Oh my god, that was that was so fucking funny. It was just fucking out of nowhere. Like Tom Cruise wanted to do that. Like it wasn't like it was just like
what
a
is
thing.
wrong with that guy?
He's a guy. Like Scientology shit behind it, but I mean, other than that, he seems like a pretty great person. Like overall,
he seems like a chill person. Yeah, but who knows what his fucking.
I mean, he still does all his fucking stunts. He's a god. He's like, and he's what, 50?
That is the cool part. He's a fucking legend for that. He broke his ankle doing Mission Impossible, the latest one.
Yeah,
you see it in the movie. They kept that take in. That's why he's limping after jumping off the building.
And they told him they were gonna be like, there's like at least 6 months before he could even take it off. He's like, no, I'm not doing that. He's just immediately.
3 weeks later,
and then he was running on it. This nigga was running on a broken fucking ankle. Like, dear God, like he's still doing his stunts. Like, and then they made a joke like about him hanging off the like. They said like a company gave them that that plane that Tom Cruise is hanging off of. A company allowed them to use that in their movie, and then the director was like made a joke to him, was like trying to like think about what they would use it for. He's like, I might just dangle you off the plane, and Tom Cruise was like, all right. He literally was just like, all right, and he was like, no, I was joking, and he's like, all right, let's go.
No, you've already said you've already given me that idea. It's too late now. Yeah. Good God.
And I'm really interested because McQuarrie is he said like he's doing the whole trilogy for that, like the whole next trilogy, because he did the one with Henry Cavill and he's doing the next two, and apparently they have even crazier shit planned, and I'm really interested to see what the fuck they're topping that.
Yeah, I don't know what they could do, like,
and like that hook like going through Henry Cavill's fucking head. Oh my god!
Jesus Christ!
Like they had that fucking intense fight over a fucking edge of a cliff, and then a hook just.
She was whack, dude.
That's extreme fishing, bro.
Kill yourself. You need to die.
You can't tell me it's not fishing.
I just did, and you're gonna have to kill yourself. Kind of.
It's fishing. It's human fishing. That's all it is. There's no bait either.
They won't find your body, Kevin.
Yeah, they didn't find Henry Cavill's body either.
Yourself. No, they did. They reeled that shit right in.
Jesus Christ. I fucking hung him up on a wall. Put an animatronic to his mouth like the bass, like the talking bass.
The talking fish thing, yeah.
Oh my god.
He says every time you fucking click the button, he says, you won't let me live. You won't let me die.
That was fucking amazing. I love that fight scene in like the bathroom. He was that was fucking godly.
That motherfucker
like the
has to load his fists like a shotgun. That's how powerful they are.
Amazing. Oh my god!
I can hear the gun click like every time he fucking pumps. It's like
As soon as I saw that in the trailer, I was like, okay, he has to be the villain. Like he is too godly to be. He would literally outshine like Tom Cruise immediately as a good guy. If he was a good guy, it would be immediately. And that can happen in Mission Impossible. So I knew they had to be a villain. Which sucks. They had to kill him off. Which I really wish they had kept him, but obviously, like
they have to do that shit. I hate it though.
Yeah, it's because you know, TV show you could keep them on, but you know, movies you have to. Yeah, movies have to be like you just get to cut it and go.
You have to have a satisfying conclusion, blah 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 blah, and that's why the Marvel movies all scenes is.
Oh yeah.
The man who made Ultron, I want to fucking shake his hand. What a fucking guy!
They disrespected Stan Lee. Like Jesus, oh my God, fucking Christ! Like, and no one ever talked about it until he died, and even then, no one really talked about it. Like. A few people talked about it and it got kind of a little bit of traction, but no one gave a fuck. No one in the media or anything give a fuck. Like they ain't good. Like they will suck Feige and all their motherfucking dicks to the day they die.
What's their name? Russo Brothers.
Yeah, Russo Brothers. And I just hate that. The only thing the Russo Brothers have really properly made that I've enjoyed.
They're not even that bad. It's just
they helped make Community. They helped a lot with Community, and that's the only thing they've done that I've genuinely liked. Because Community is just amazing. I mean, it's the cast, really. I mean, the writing's good, the writing's really good, and the Russo Brothers aren't directly responsible for that anyway, though. But the
they
cast,
do help, and they do have.
They do help, and they do have certain influences and shit. But the cast is one of my favorite casts of all time, and for a TV show, I could do without fucking Chevy Chase because he got pretty racist.
Who's he? I recognize his name.
Chevy Chase. He did the National Lampoons, I think. He played Pierce, like the old white guy from Community.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he got pretty racist towards the end, so they killed his character off.
There you go.
Because he didn't like how like Donald Glover was like, he kind of became more Community was his like kind of almost like his, it wasn't his starting point, but that was like where he started getting a lot of traction.
Yeah.
And Chevy Chase was not having like some Donald Glover getting pretty popular. Yeah, I think he was getting kind of jealous, so he started getting pretty racist.
Seriously?
Yeah, to the point where like Donald Glover, like Donald left the show. He thought he said it to start feeling like work instead of an actual like fun. Like in the beginning, it felt like
once that happened,
in the beginning it felt like an actual like fun, like it was an actual like fun thing, and it was like they loved working together and shit. Like all the people loved working together and shit. But Chevy Chase just ruined that shit. And then like he said he felt like the director didn't. He felt like he said he didn't have like Dan Harmon didn't really like him too much.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I mean, because the cast all gets along. Like, other than Chevy Chase, like the cast all gets along really well, and like Alison Brie and Danny Pudi would go to his like his early shows when he would just like DJ at parties and shit, and they would hear his music before anyone else did and shit, and like they all were friends and shit. But then Chevy Chase said start being a cunt and ruin shit.
That's so fucking random. Why?
Because he's an old fuck.
Yeah, he's a fucking boomer. That's exactly why.
They had to ruin shit. They're fucking.
That's their existence is ruining shit. I can't think of a single goddamn thing a boomer has done that's good in the past fucking forever.
Not really, no.
Like they're none of the famous ones. None of the like. What's happening?
Like just minor shit that's like kind of helped out, but it's also fucked the world.
Yeah.
It's all it is. And then like
fucking Solardo is not having a good time.
And I hate like the whole like, oh, back in my day, like all this was better and shit.
Kill
like,
yourself.
No, it was not. It was horrible. Like, Jesus Christ, it was terrible. They're like
nostalgic for that shit.
They're nostalgia for like back when like a regular boomer now, like 1950s and shit. Like women were so fucking oppressed. Any minority was getting fucking destroyed. Of a minority, yeah. Like holy shit, like we had Japanese like containment camps. In modern America,
people really forget about that shit. That
like, what the fuck? Like, I don't understand.
No one understands.
And then now, right now we have actual fucking like Mexican containment camps and shit for
pretty much. Yeah, they're one step from fucking Auschwitz,
separating families and shit. I mean, it's all the only thing they're not doing is killing them, and I mean they're still killing them by separating them and treating them horribly and giving them like horrible living conditions.
So bad. I don't know how it's fucking possible.
The government, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I know they don't give a fuck. It's just weird.
They don't give a single fuck. It's all about the economy.
It is all about the economy. It's all I fucking care about.
See those fucking memes? There's like an asteroid hitting the Earth and then an asteroid on the moon. It's like, oh no, the economy.
Yeah, there's not the economy.
Jesus Christ.
Everyone's fucking dead and he gets back. He's like, my stocks went down.
That's just like, there's so many counter problems in the fucking world. You make money, everyone hates you. Like immediately, everyone fucking hates your ass.
Oh yeah.
But then like there are billionaires who just hoard their money and do nothing. But at the same time, like if they've made their money through their own hard work, then sure, that's their money. They do what the fuck they want with it. But then there's people like Jeff Bezos who treat their workers horribly.
Oh my god.
Like Amazon's like a fucking.
It's all about a profit for Amazon. Like.
Oh, Amazon's warehouse is like he's might as well be in fucking prison, like working fucking like mining stones, like
yeah.
It's Jesus Christ.
It's
and but see now it's just like, now you can't talk about you can't like people who dream to have money just get immediately shut the fuck down on Twitter for no reason.
Which sucks. I mean, everyone wants money. Like,
you can't hate somebody for wanting success in their fucking life.
Yeah.
Because yes, a ton of rich. I mean, you can, but you hate anyone for anything. It's just a lot of shit you shouldn't hate them for. But it's just like, what the fuck? Like, just like I want as much money as humanly possible. I don't give a fuck. I want as much money. Honestly, money without success is perfect because I don't want people paying attention to me. I hate that. It bothers me when people are, just looking at me or near me or around me. I don't like anyone. I mean, like, I don't like only time I've ever felt comfortable around people is like the ex friends I used to have, like physically, like being around somebody. Otherwise, like stay the like I hate people. Like I'll be fine around you all. Like I don't want to have any problem with that. But other than that,
I'll make sure you do.
I don't give a fuck. I have extreme limits, and then with certain people I'll just go away. I don't really care otherwise. But no, I don't like I don't touch people. I don't like if I had to like shake somebody's hand, I'll do the hand crush thing. That's it.
Oh
like,
yeah,
I always like. Otherwise, I don't like to talk to people. I don't do any of that shit.
Alright, Tim, I'm going to fucking bed. I can't do it anymore. I'm killing myself. Kill yourself!
You're mongoloid.
What do you mean?
You're a bastard.
You're the bastard.
Oh my god.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
You're something, dude.
I am.
Yes, he's All Might. I don't know if you noticed that.
What?
He's All Might.
Oh, they're the same voice actor?
Yep.
That's fucking amazing.
Oh no, like I got it on.